remember. Make mommy proud, Jason. Kill for mother. They deserve to die, Jason. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Kill them. Remember me, Jason. Make them remember. Hunt them down. Hunt them down. Make them pay. Kill her, Mommy. They're trying to teach me, Jason. Dock them. Dock them. Mother.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. I feel like it's been forever. First of all, because I'm using a lavalier mic, different than normal for streaming. Let me know if you can hear me okay. If I sound disgusting or music's too loud, whatever, just let me know all the details. We'll figure this out before we dive in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Hope you're kicking your weekend off fantastic. Hope everyone's staying safe, healthy, all the goods. Cranberry, David, Chris, CT, my guy. What's going on, man? Alan, the Rona. Wow. Joker, what's up? Bong Man, my guy. What's going on? Gonzo, what's up, dude? But yeah, I can be heard okay, I'm assuming? I haven't heard anyone complain about it yet. I'm a bit echoey. I don't know if there's a way I can fix echoey. Unless I'm echoing for a reason. Yeah, let me hear what it sounds like. I know how to fix it now, I think. Maybe. I don't know if I'm helping at all. Am I making it any better? Am I making it any better by doing this? Maybe. Probably not, huh? Man, I wish I could get like a live feed from it, but I can't. Worst comes to worst, I can whip this thing out in front of me, which I'll do. How about now? How about now? Does it sound super clean? Super clean? Maybe something like that. Although these settings are probably down, so it could be pretty quiet. Let me go over to Twitch. It's still echoey. Oh, it is echoey, dude. That's a Streamlabs issue, which will only be fixed by restarting it. Man, you think that's... Let me see if I can... Alright. Kobe. LeBron. Maybe that's a little bit better? I don't know. I seriously can't tell. Okay, whatever. If it's miserable, let me know. Because the only way I can fix it is restarting, and then you're not going to get a notification if I restart Streamlabs. So you'll miss all of it. Because of that, though, I'm not going to play any audio or any music, because the music will echo too, because it's a Streamlabs error and not a microphone error. It's a bug we have faced before. I thought it was the lavaliers, but it's not. This one's on Streamlabs, mate. Yeah. Alright. So, first before we go into Q&A, I know people are going to ask about F13 and things like that. I wanted to talk about the channel and the steps we're taking that are different. First of all, what is changing with the channel is actually already put into effect. You probably noticed, especially those who have notifications on, that we've posted 2 to 3 videos every single day that are following a certain news cycle. Basically, we're hitting topics that truly matter to us, that are important to us, that surround the horror genre. Every once in a while, motorcycles drive by and they come by blaring music. So, we sat down, we had a really long meeting about it, and it's like, the question is, what's next for the channel? How do we change where we're at? What do we do that still fits our passion, but can kind of support us at the same time? And one of the things, the channel was based on news. It was based on reporting horror news that we cared about to a community like you guys, especially a more younger generation that doesn't want to read articles anymore. Simply put, that's kind of how all this started. That's kind of how Slashcast started. So we kind of want to go back to those roots, because YouTube's algorithm was kind of destroying us when it came to things like Predator Hunting Grounds, and we simply put, we weren't gonna survive in that market. We're good with updates, because the fact is, people watch us for our information, not so much for us. You guys aren't really. If you're here listening to me talk about this, that's not the case. But most of our subscribers are watching for the information we put forward, not for us as people. So when we post gameplays, things like that, nobody gives a shit. Unless it's something really new, most people that are subscribed to us don't care. That's just the facts. So we're like, well, okay, let's take this a different direction. What we could do is go back to a 2 to 3 video, not go back, this is a little bit new for us. Go to a 2 to 3 video per day program that follows the 3 most important updates in horror to us that day. So that's what we're doing. Of course, one of the things that comes into play is streaming, and how streaming can play a factor in that, because if you post 3 videos a day, YouTube only allows 3 notifications to go out per day from your channel. So our streams then will no longer have notifications. So what we're going to do is still stream. I haven't got a chance to really stream this week because we've been adjusting to this new schedule. But still stream your games that you love, Predator, Friday the 13th, but chat will now go to member-only chat for that, except for on Twitch. If you want to hang out on Twitch, you're good to go there. We'll still stream to both YouTube and Twitch, but there's a good chance you won't get notifications for those streams. So you kind of got to be watching your sub box, or be notified on Discord. Otherwise, you just won't see those streams. We're aware of that, so we're expecting way less viewers than we normally would have, which is fine. But yeah, that's basically the direction we're taking the channel. It'll be much more news-driven. And, that includes Friday the 13th and Predator Hunting Grounds. Any other new horror game that comes out will still be right there on top of it. We're still going to cover the updates, but it's just no longer going to be gameplays and things like that. Just more news-driven. We'll still have some discussion streams, or discussion videos and ranking videos, things like that. But they'll be less often. And that's pretty much it. Because we're taking this direction where we're no longer really posting gameplays, at least publicly, we're going to really push gameplays to members a lot more, which we already posted a gameplay this week for Predator Hunting Grounds. We have more on the way. Vlogs will... Things are starting to get back to normal in the world where I can actually go outside again, so vlogs will kind of make a comeback as well. We actually have a vlog coming out for members, all members, exclusively tomorrow, which that was a fun time. So excited for that. That also kind of dives into this update a little bit and why we made the choice to do it. This new setup, you guys probably notice that we sound a lot better. Or not sound a lot better, we look a lot better. Like, I look a lot better right now. It's because I'm actually running my main camera through my Elgato into my computer. Yeah, so we'll also have more streams like this as well, more discussion-based streams. Especially if we only get like 2 news topics out in one day, that leaves us a notification open that, it leaves a notification open to stream. So why not do a discussion-based one like this? I hope that makes sense. I'm assuming some people will think that it's like, oh, so you guys are just in it for the money, that's why you want to do this. And I want to make it clear that our YouTube channel is a passion project. It's nothing more than that. To do it full time, of course, I have to make some money doing that. And actually taking this step was probably going to cut back how much money we're making pretty drastically, because we're taking a risk. Because this could potentially, it could blow up and people see us as a news outlet. But really, our algorithm's probably going to take a major hit here. We know that. But we're now doing something we care more about and talking about things we care more about. And that's why we wanted to go back to it. We have another channel launching in July, a channel I'm not ready to talk about yet, but I'm extremely excited about it. So we're much more reliant on that, sure. And then members become more important. So to all the members we have, thank you. We really, really appreciate that. Without members, we couldn't be doing this. But like I said, gameplays, things like that will go on and be more members only like that. So streams with member only chat now on YouTube. For gameplay streams, yes, probably. If we're doing something like this, where I'm talking to you guys, just hanging out, having a nice discussion stream, no, the chat will be open. But for the most part on YouTube, yeah, we're gonna start pushing member only chat, and that just makes it. Streams now are going to be much more personal because there's less people in there, and I'm kind of in my eyes, I'm taking that as an open door to get to know members more, and that's something I really want to do. I feel really, really close to our $50 members that I've gotten to sit down and Skype with them, or I play with them privately a lot. So I want to be able to have that opportunity with more people, and I think by making the streams member only chat, and there's only going to be like maybe 20, 30 people in them, that's a good opportunity for all of us. I think that's cool. But like I said, it's still public. It's good to go over there on Twitch. So, yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything I just said, please let me know. I'm as transparent as I can possibly be. I'd love to answer any questions about it. I think I hit most of the points, though. Basically, 2 to 3 news videos every single day, 5 to 6 days a week, and still having streams in the evening, but you probably won't get notified of them. So just a heads up. A lot more member-only gameplays. And yeah, new channel starting in July, which again, I'm not ready to discuss any details on. Yeah, some big things coming. Oh, Havoc, I'll get to know you, brother. You're not far away from me anymore these days, I'm right down the corner. Right down the corner from you. More vlogs. Vlogs have been pretty spread out right now. That's mainly just because of this ongoing situation with the pandemic. So it's, there's only so much I'm doing outside of the house. But now things are starting to open up. Actually, Navy Pier opened up yesterday, so we went to Navy Pier today. So yeah, we'll go back to weekly. Every Saturday is my goal with vlogs. That would be ideal. I feel close to a lot more members than that, Zach. I just feel like I said, I want to open the door more to everybody, Bong Man, appreciate that. We streamed it by daylight, like you still play with subs. Yeah, actually, we're going to do more and more of that stuff. Like I said, though, a lot of times we member-only chat, so that could mess it up. I'm still looking at Twitch chat, though. So yeah, we'll be playing, not even just so much with subs, just playing in general. If anybody wants to join, we join. I don't know if we're going to do, like, the organized ones like we were. I don't know if we'll be doing the... Obviously don't need those anymore because I have no music playing. We won't have like the organized one where it's 2 games at a time. We'll just kind of go. We'll just kind of play. But yeah, Dead by Daylight, Predator, F13, all those games we'll still dive into. I'm actually going to start doing more and more as well, expanding out. There's going to be 2 channels now. Yeah, but they're very, very different. This new channel that we've been working on for a while now, that new channel is not going to be branded Slash and Cast at all. It's going to be very different, completely really unrelated. There'll only be like one time where Slash and Cast and this new channel work together. Just make that clear. Scream 5 script, we had a formatting error with it, which really sucks. So that one might remain for members, just because we did it live. So, but it's like a 6-hour stream, so it's really not all that broken down very well. That's my fault. We had a formatting error with it, but we do have a new episode that we're recording. What's today? Friday. We're recording on Monday, which will be a unproduced Friday the 13th remake sequel script, and that'll be coming out next Saturday. I did try out the Predator update, but I haven't played as Predator in that update yet. But I did activate my double XP on PS4, so I'm trying to get to 150 as fast as I can. Are you happy the car knife glitch will be gone? Of course. Of course I'm happy the car knife glitch will be gone. That shit was annoying. No more exploiting Jasons, as they say. Resident Evil Resistance. Yeah, last year in Resident Evil Resistance, I'd love to dive into. I actually played last year recently, and it was kind of hard to watch. Honestly, it was just kind of like a clusterfuck when we were streaming it. So, but Resident Evil Resistance, I definitely want to dive into some for sure. You plan on going to the beach? Not anytime soon. They're so closed right now. I did watch a lot of the PS5 reveal. I thought the PS5 looked pretty awesome. I know a lot of people are, it looks like a fucking Wi-Fi router, which it does. But I do think it looks pretty slick, looks pretty sharp. And I'm excited for it, especially the exclusives. I think the exclusives that are coming with it, like the new Spider-Man Miles Morales looks amazing. I'm all excited for that. The Resident Evil 8 announcement, I did see that. I also saw, I didn't see them, but I didn't see the information, but I knew they were there for the Resident Evil 8 leaks that happened, which is a shame. Every fucking time, I don't understand what's going on over there at Capcom. They need to get that shit together. There's leaks all the time. Makes me sick. Yeah. The whiteboard. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the whiteboard. I don't think there's nothing really... Nah, there's nothing really... Most of that stuff is already complete on that whiteboard, so I don't think there's anything up there that's really gonna make you all excited. I don't think there's anything really up there that's gonna give you any cool details. Teach Chipotle money, always. Fall of Camp Blood, I don't have a release date for you, but I do know we finally have been organizing flights again for the opening scene as the pandemic situation is starting to quiet down some. So we will be doing that. We should be filming the weekend of September 11th. So that'll be cool. Texas Farmer Weekend, I will not be going to Texas Farmer Weekend. It lands at a bad time now. The August through October is going to be pretty insane for us. We have like 3 different cons we're going to. Flying out to Pittsburgh in September, hopefully. I had to go up. Might have to go to New York during one of those times. There's a chance to go back to LA during that time. There's just a lot going on over those 3 months. So, Texas Frymare is kind of off the chart now, unfortunately. Essential Angela. Haven't had Essential Angela back since that one time. It's unfortunate. You know what's funny, man? This is actually the screen used under mask and hockey mask for the Fall Camp Blood, which is beautiful. But Marcio, the guy that designed the undermask, reached out to me recently and offered to make a bust, like a foam-filled bust of the mask for free. I was like, yeah, you betcha. You betcha, I would love that. He's like, just cover shipping and we're good. I'm like, yeah, okay. So that's gonna be sick. The MC Hammer Cheetos commercial? Oh, I haven't seen it. Is this like a new thing? Or is this like the old Cheetos commercial? In which case, I don't even really remember MC Hammer. Yeah, this is a little kitty right here. So you can be seen easier now with the fisheye lens, buddy.
With you?
Mm-hmm. When do you think you'll get a Halloween Kills teaser, poster, or trailer? I was assuming in June. Little lost on why we haven't gotten one yet, unless they're actually expecting a delay. Because I think the trailer, obviously, I think will come with a release date. And I think they're like, fuck, I don't know. We don't know yet. Maybe it'll be October, maybe it won't. So they're kind of playing it by ear, it seems. But I'm assuming this month, if a release is still expected for October. The Friday the 13th update doesn't come out until the 16th. That is Tuesday. Gonna do a Halloween Kills trailer analysis? Yeah, I think so. That is the plan. We'll be all over that thing. Even if it's, yeah, we'll probably do a breakdown like we did for Halloween 2018, and then we'll have a podcast on it as well. Going into a deep, deep discussion on it, which will be fun. Overanalyzing things, you know. Oh, yep, Zach. I think your sound quality's fine, by the way. I didn't get a chance to cut that together yet. Actually, I'll do that tomorrow. But I believe you're good. Because your sound quality doesn't really matter. It's just about the timing, really. So, I think you're good. I think F13 is in a position now where there is no coming back. It's just been too long. We can assume... No, actually, we know that Gunn... Fucking cat sucks, dude. He just owns the place. We know that Gunn's working on something else at this point. They're on a different project doing something. So, you know, now to go back to F13 and try to pick it up and put a shit ton of money back into it to get it going, that's just unrealistic. So, I think this is it. You expect, you know, a handful more updates, fix some things, maybe some more customization options within private matches, which would be sick. Other than that, I think that'll do. That'll do, Pig. I don't expect to see any content or anything like that. Hey, man, do you mind? Do you mind just getting away from the camera there? He's just right up in there. Okay, no, there's nowhere to go back there, buddy. No, there's nowhere to go back there. Just keep backing away. Rachel's over in the fancy chair, you know, my therapist chair. She doesn't want to. You have to keep going. There you go. Good enough. Okay. It's nice seeing you. Now you can go now.
He's going back there.
Pyramid Head comes out on Tuesday. He ain't going anywhere. He can't fit. He knows. He's just gonna keep blocking the entire camera. That's all. What do you think Gunn could be working on for the next game? You know, I want to say Halloween. Like, that's what my heart tells me. And if they're not doing it, I would assume somebody's doing it. I feel like a Halloween game has to happen. Is it going to be Gunn doing it? I don't know. But that's what my heart tells me. I like to think that Gunn's working on Halloween, but who knows? Which game is better at Predator F13? No, they're not all that comparable. The gameplay's so different. Obviously, Predator is a more polished game, but they're very, very different. It depends what you're going for. Matt Ayoke, my guy, what's going on, man? Nick, hey, if you listen to the podcast, you hear Nick all the time. All right, so get on top of that. Start listening to the podcast more. But yeah, Nick's just working a lot. Like, Nick's been working like 6 days a week. So we just try to do what we can. And since we take this new direction with the channel, with news videos, we just haven't really had the opportunity to do videos together. But we do have some stuff planned, especially the podcast. The podcast will stay consistent with, you know, me and him, and then we're bringing in guys from the podcast network pretty consistently as well, and we'll keep doing that. So, yeah. Terrifier 2. Yep, can't wait for Terrifier 2. that 3D model just a coincidence? Which 3D? Are you talking about, like Wes's? Like diorama? What are you talking about? The echo's back? Hey, what did you touch? What'd you touch back there? Think about what'd you touch back there? Huh? What? I like to think that's my cat's fault. Yeah, well, I mean, Wes made, see, I have no idea if I'm still echoing or not. Wes made a, here, let me try something like that. How about now? That's still echoey? Is that still bad? It sounds kind of echoey to me. I can't tell if that's where it was or it was worse. I can't. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think it was my cat stepping on one of the cables. Okay, so back to Wes and his dioramas. Fuck. This is what happens when you have a cat come into your life, you know? Huh. How about now? I have no idea if that made any difference or not. I don't know. There's no winning this battle. But yeah, Wes made an Evil Dead one. Wes made a Creepshow 2 one. And then he made a Halloween one. And now he's making a Fog one. So, if we're going off of that, we got a lot of games on the way. So I'm really excited. Okay, so someone asked about the Crystal Lake sign and the signatures I have. Let's go through these. William Butler from Part 7, first Kane Hodder victim. Laura Park Lincoln, Tina, Kane Hodder, Derek Mears, Warrington Gillette up in the top corner, CJ Graham, and then Steve Dash before he passed away. Last year, yeah, played a lot of last year, actually. But oh wait, no, Last of Us. I jumped to last year. I saw Last of Us. Yeah, I played the shit out of Last of Us. Actually beat it twice. Love it, amazing. Can't wait to play Last of Us 2. I'm just mad that I had to wait so long, but I am excited for it. Do you think a Halloween game would have a great impact? Well, sure. On the horror community alone, you know, that's a big deal. You're talking about maybe the most iconic slasher movie of all time, and for it to finally come to the gaming world and not Atari, that would be something. I hope so. I hope it happens. Halloween deserves a proper, like, AAA video game treatment. Who knows? Easy, what's going on? Yeah, we'll do more trivia nights as well. The big giveaway, last time I looked, there was like 12,000 entries or something like that. So, she's kicking. She's going. I appreciate that. I'm glad a lot of people are getting involved. Have you thought about going as a Fiend for this Halloween? Dude, to get a good Fiend costume together, and the thing is, with me, if I was in a cosplay, I'd want to go all out. So I would have to like get a custom Fiend mask. I would have to go like get a brand new leather jacket. I would even have to get the contacts. I'd have to go all out on it, and that takes a hefty amount of money to make that possible. So to do it, to get all that shit ready just to dress up as the Fiend for Halloween, I don't know if that really seems worth it. It would be cool to run as the Fiend at like conventions and stuff though, because we are a similar body size. I think if I were to cut like 20 pounds, just a little bit off the tummy, we're the same height, very close in weight, so that would be pretty cool. Rankin, we did Undermask. We did like the unmasked look of Jason, but we haven't done Hockey Mask. But it's a hockey mask, they're so similar. I don't know if it's really worth it, Any guesses what new IP Telltale got after The Wolf Among Us? I hope it's Scream. Scream, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Dude, Mandy's great. I love Mandy. I love the movie Us as well. Us is great as well. Friday movie, yeah. Dude, whenever this lawsuit ends, you'll see a Friday movie pick up off the ground pretty quickly. Because look how much money they've been missing out on. Like, it's going to happen pretty fast. Do you think Gunn or anyone make a successor to F-13? Original created content, no licensing title? No. It won't make nearly as much money as F-13 did. It'd be a waste of time. Truly, it'd be a waste of time. Love the Universal Monsters. No news. Because there is no more court dates happening for the F-13 lawsuit. They did the court date. They had the appellate court, and now they're just waiting on a decision. The judges have to come together again, and then the pandemic kind of got in the way of that situation. But they had to come together again, come to a decision, and that's it. At that point, the only thing that can be done is to appeal to the Supreme Court, which I doubt we see. So, that's it. Looking forward to Scream 5, of course. Of course. And seeing what appears to be the whole OG cast coming back for Scream 5, yeah, all in for that. Hey, Thriller, you're getting better, man. You're getting better. That's all that matters. I will do a Hellraiser series ranking, but it might be on our podcast, but it will be happening nonetheless. I got a crack in my lid. Finally broke another one of these. It always happens. These lids always crack right at this. It's just from screwing them in. I've broken like 40 of these throughout my lifting career. Stop screwing you so tight. Think about it. Back there, sleeping on my cables. Oh, that'd be wild. I don't know if that really make that big of a difference in terms of Warner Brother Interactive's companies, if AT&T were to sell. I think it just comes down to how much they're going to financially support whatever company they go to. But the companies themselves really shouldn't change, nor should their content change. What time is it? 7:30? All right. We can keep this going for a wee bit longer. Resolute, what's going on, man? Why don't you make me a tequila sunrise? No. Candyman was a real dude. Would you get scared? Yeah. Candyman's... Well, I mean, Tony Todd alone is pretty scary. Okay? And he's really nice. So you put him in the character of Candyman. Nope. Not doing that. Not about that life. Do you think there's an opportunity to release what they already had to... that they have already to implement the game? Like Pajama Pact, new kills? Yeah, I still don't think so, because if they do one thing, then everyone's going to ask for more. Everyone's going to ask for, hey, okay, cool, you gave me the pajama pack, that's awesome, appreciate that. Oh, or it's going to be, oh my god, you're milking this, you money-grubbing fucks, how dare you charge for a pack, but you're not going to give me Grendel. That is a lose-lose situation for Gun, and it's completely pointless, honestly. Like, yeah, the only thing that they get out of it is they make a couple bucks, which, assuming they're working on a project that is big, which could be Halloween, why, they don't fucking care. They don't need a pajama pack to, keep their company afloat. Yeah, so, like, it seems like, not financially stupid, but business transparency stupid. It's like, dude, everyone's gonna get mad. I'd be happy. Our diehard fans that don't get pissed off at everything would be happy, but I'm telling you, most people would end up getting upset no matter what happens. So, it sucks. Favorite WWE wrestler? Favorite WWE wrestler active right now, is The Fiend, actually. Like, Bray Wyatt is a blast to watch. But there's a lot of guys now that are fun to watch. Always like watching Braun Strowman. All like the big tough dudes. Man, who else? I mean, Becky Lynch. Although she's gone now because she's pregnant. But yeah, she's great as well. But favorite wrestler of all time, since you said Owen Hart, who obviously isn't active anymore, Stone Cold Steve Austin's my favorite wrestler of all time. What are your thoughts on the Snyder Cut? Honestly, I know everyone's making a big deal of the Snyder Cut, like it's the best thing that's ever happened to the DC universe, but honestly, I don't really give a shit. I hate to be that guy. I can't imagine it fixes the things that frustrate me, and I really just don't feel like watching a 4-hour movie, so I'm just kind of like, why? Why, 2005 House of Wax is extremely underrated. No, I disagree. It kind of sucks. That was the answer you were looking for, right? No, it's okay. I don't think it's underrated. It's okay. That was one of those remakes I didn't really invest too much into. See No Evil and See No Evil 2, I think they're decent. I like the first one a lot. The second one, I like it because Daniel Harris is in it. After that, being in a morgue is kind of creepy. That's kind of cool. But after that, it's kind of... It's alright. It's alright. It's not as good as the first one. Fall Camp Blood resumes shooting in September. Oh. There's a lot of tequila in my drink. It's not a tequila sunrise. Oh no. Oh no. Freaking stupid. I apologize. Trying to fix some stuff. Okay, there we go. F13 coming back. Blah, blah. Well, maybe filming in 2020. Yo, Wes, what's going on, man? Over on the Twitch chat. I don't even know how many people are watching on Twitch. You're probably one of like 3, and I appreciate that. We were just talking about your dioramas earlier. Apparently, Gunn now, based on your dioramas, is making an Evil Dead game, a Creepshow 2 game, a Halloween game, and now you're currently in the midst of a Fog game. So really excited to see that. Evil Dead game. Well, Evil Dead game is happening. We just don't really know who's behind it yet. So thanks for coming out about that, Wes. Confirmed. Gun Media's making the Evil Dead game. Based on Wes being an actual horror fan and making dioramas. Weird. Speaking of which, Wes, put up a price. I'll buy the Halloween one. I got Rachel's confirmation on it. I'll happily drive to Lexington right now and pick her up. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, any big franchises, Wes, you just kind of can't touch. You can't make a Hellraiser one. You can't make a Scream. You can make a Scream one. That's fine. Make a Scream one. That's okay. Do that one for me. Thanks. Can't make... What other big franchises are there out there? Let me look around the room. You already made a Friday the 13th. Can't make a King Kong one, a TCM one, a Child's Play one, Saw one. You gotta avoid all the big ones. Only go B movies, otherwise it's gonna be a lot of tinfoil hats. As Above, So Below is sick, by the way. I love As Above, So Below. That's a wild movie. A Creepshow game like Until Dawn? That'd be wild. That would be wild. I think every horror IP out there can work in an Until Dawn environment. Like, could you imagine taking Scream and mixing it with Until Dawn? Or even having Telltale, like we talked about earlier, having Telltale mix in with Scream? How cool would that be? Like, you can make a whole new story, and then getting characters involved to do just voice acting, to get actors and actresses. I feel like voice acting is much easier to convince somebody to do rather than, take like 8 months to shoot a movie. It's like, hey, just come into a studio, talk for like 6 hours, and you're good. Get a paycheck. Perhaps I'll just do Hammer films, Satanic Brides of Dracula or some shit. Yeah. Can you make one, can you make a, I don't know, Blood and Black Lace one? I'd really appreciate that. Nobody will know what that is, so we'll be good to go. Opinion on Saw VR game? Dude, that's another one that'd be really cool. Could you imagine, like waking up with the VR headset on, right? And you could see the bear trap, like, underneath your eyes, just, like, out of focus here. And you're in this creepy... How cool would that be? Why not? There's a handful of horror games that could work in VR. But instead they made Predator VR. Like, why? Like, ugh. I don't think Predator VR is going to be all that good at all. Really bad thing about a Metal I'm sure. Suspiria one would be awesome. Could bathe it in colored LED lights. Oh, yeah, I can see that now. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. I'm really curious to see. I didn't get to watch your stream today. I'm really curious how you're going to go about doing the fog. Because I was like, are you going to take the same technique you did for making waves for Creepshow? Is that the same way you're going to do the fog? Because, like, how do you make a fog look convincing inside of a diorama? These are things I think about. A Pumpkinhead one. I feel like Pumpkinhead would be pretty hard just because making Pumpkinhead himself would be really hard. And you can't really do... Because Wes has been making dioramas at, like, a 1 in 160 scale, something like that. To make Pumpkinhead, like, this small and try to make it look good with detail, I think that's pretty hard. Doing it with Michael was fairly simplistic because it's expressionless and it's just a white mask, But Pumpkinhead, that's a whole other story. Ancient Mango, what's going on? It's going to be a learning experience. I'm doing some tests off stream so far. I don't love the fog effect, but I'm dialing it in. Okay. Yeah, I was curious about that. Right when you said you were doing it, I was like, man, that seems really challenging. To pull off a convincing fog effect seems really challenging. Just put some cotton swabs in there, just the cotton balls. That'd be my fog. I would be so shitty at what Wes does. I'd be just, here's a cotton ball. Maybe people put some gray in there, mix some gray in with the cotton balls, and boom, fog. Done. The Nightmare on Elm Street remake is my favorite from the Nightmare series. What about you? Are you serious, Jalen? Honestly, when people say stuff like that, I can't tell if you're trolling. Because, like, if you're trolling me and because you actually hate it, then I'm like, okay, let's all have a good laugh. But if you actually like it, I can't... You like what you like, I can't give you shit for it. But that, like, anytime someone says it, I'm like, are you sure? Are you... Okay, hey, that's your favorite, so be it. The remake makes me want to punch a wall, but hey, if you like it, you like it. We all like different things. In the famous words of Polyester, if we all like the same things, we wouldn't get menus at restaurants, right? Short video on Facebook. Oh god. Let me see. Considering a mixture of low-lying cotton and a miniature fog machine. Oh. They make small ones about the size of a TV remote? What? That'd be wild, actually. But, like... Huh. It'd be cool. take some like liquid nitrogen. Or like, what's the ice called? Just...
Dry ice?
Yeah, thank you. Jeez. Take some dry ice, okay? Put a foam layer over that, which is a bunch of tiny little holes. Then toss some water on. Anytime you want to impress your friends, just toss some water on the dry ice and then just watch it go up. To be honest, I know that'd be like really expensive, but that would be kind of cool if he's had like a foam layer over it, like you've been using. Just put just like really thin holes through it, and dry ice underneath it inside of like a wood block. Then just toss some water in there. Oh, it would freeze and crack the foam. Okay, valid. I don't think about the physics element of it, or the chemist element of it. That would be neat. It'd work. What's cool about dry ice? It's really effective if you're filming inside and you want to like a fog, because if you like blow a fog machine inside of a house, it's just gonna rise and you're not gonna see any of it, and it's gonna be more like a haze. But if you want like a low settling fog that you're doing in like a sound studio, dry ice is actually the best way to do it. So you take dry ice and put it inside of a foam cooler, and then that foam cooler you cut out the bottom of it to make just like a little vent. You know, like the fans you see like janitors have to dry off floors. Something like that in a foam cooler. And then because dry ice is so cold, it doesn't rise very quickly. And then it just creates a nice settling fog across the ground.
Also heavy.
It's also heavy. My nerdy chemistry major over here, biochem major over here, giving me the facts. Yeah. So it's really good if you want a low settling fog for filmmaking. I don't know why I told you that, but I don't even know why I know that. Yeah, Twitch, the delay on Twitch is way less than on YouTube. So one of the benefits of watching on Twitch. The Shining game would be cool. A VR Shining game would be cool to see. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. A VR Shining game. Yeah, dude, I don't know why I randomly keep getting echoes on... It's something with Streamlabs. I have to restart my computer. I think it's my Streamlabs needs an update. Man, she keeps giving me a little bit of trouble. Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I can just... Also, my cats... Oh, wait, hold on. You guys probably can't hear me now. Hello? Okay. My cat's laying on all my cables. That does not help. Yeah, I use Streamlabs because I like everything being integrated into... right there, you know? Being integrated within the software. But yeah, it does cause some problems here and there. I might... we have a new channel launching in July, and there's live streaming involved in that channel, and I've built everything on regular OBS for that one. But I'm assuming the echo just randomly go away for no reason, because that's what it's done like every time so far. It's just fixed itself. I wish I had an answer. It just does whatever it wants to do. Favorite horror movie that isn't a series movie. So not part of a franchise? Psycho. Just kidding, Psycho's part of a franchise. Sometimes I forget that Psycho's part of a franchise, which is weird because I love Psycho 2 and I like Psycho 4. The Shining then, right? But has Dr. Sleep changed that now? Is that part of a series now? How many standalone horror movies even are there anymore? Everybody milks the shit out of horror movies. Fuck. Rosemary's Baby, maybe. Black Christmas. That's my answer. Black Christmas. Next Predator stream, probably Monday. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or Sunday, but probably Monday. Well, Phantasm's a series. I mean, Phantasm has like fucking 6 movies now. This statue? Yeah, this is cool. I actually had the box signed by Larry Zerner as well. I think I got this in... Wow, where was that? Louisville, Kentucky for... that's where I met you, John. Right? Was that... Where the fuck did we meet? Was that Louisville? No, it was Atlanta. It's coming back to me. I got that in Atlanta. And I got Larry to sign it when we were there. A Twisted Metal VR. As in you're inside of the car. That kind of takes away a lot from your car and your characters. Being able to see who you are in a third-person perspective, I think is an important part of Twisted Metal. I keep hearing music. Oh, Resolute with the host. That's why. Thanks, man. Children of the Corn game? How would you do Children of the Corn? That's one of the few that I don't think would really work all that well. I don't know if a Children of the Corn game would work all that well. Wait, you're talking to the Wes from the Kickstarter sensation, Friday the 13th, the game? I'm glad you watched that. I'm glad posting that bloopers to members got that fan film some attention. That was so funny, dude. Like, there's some stuff I didn't get to show you guys in the bloopers. We had... Because when we did that Halloween fan film, we went in with, like, a fundamental script, like a bullet point type of script. And it's like, okay, boys, ad-lib... This is what we want to get to. We have a point we want to get to, but you're open to ad-lib everything else. And Nick and Amen are so good together. They have a pretty cool chemistry, and they're both good at ad-libbing on their feet. They're ready to go. They're good at improv. So just letting Nick do whatever the fuck he wants at the door. Oh, man, that was funny. Some good times. If they do a Halloween game, I think they'll throw in elements of both original and remake. I don't, actually. I don't think Rob Zombie's Halloween will really be touched in a Halloween game. And not because it doesn't deserve to be touched, but I think a lot of that comes back to the rights issues. Like, there's like 7 different rights holders in the Halloween franchise. I mean, you have Anchor Bay that's involved, Dimension Films, which is the Weinstein Company. Then you have Trancas International, or not Trancas, Trancas. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So you have all these companies that own a piece of this franchise, and it's really tough to get those together for a single game. So what I think the spotlight would be the original, that being the first Halloween, and then probably 2018 and this new trilogy, Kills and Ends. After that, I doubt, maybe you could get a skin in, maybe. But after that, I think you're kind of... It'd be just the OG and then probably the Blumhouse films. That glitch where you show up as Savini Jason at the end, yeah. Just a huge cock tease glitch, that's what that is. I'm upset we didn't get to see the Scooby-Doo pillowcase. I just want 1 and 2. See, yeah, God, man, we did a whole podcast on this a couple weeks ago. It's like, even if you're just looking at locations in the Halloween franchise, after 1 and 2, what else is there? Like, 4 is basic, Haddonfield again, and a fake-ass Myers house. Then 5, who cares? 6, yeah, you could do, like, the Smiths Grove Sanitarium looking, that creepy shit. That'd be kind of cool. The hospital kind of gig, I guess. But nobody likes that movie, so that's a problem. But then, like, you could do H2O and have the school, and that's it. After that, like, 1 and 2 have the 2 main locations. That's all you really need. Did you mention how part 1 is a better film, but part 2 is a better slasher? Oh, see, Wes, I would love to have you on Make Every Death Count sometime on our podcast to go over it, because I know you like the second one more. I don't know if that's how your opinion still is, or if that's like phrased wrong, but I know you've always kind of been outspoken about how you think Halloween 2 is better, which we talked about this a little bit when we were out there in Kentucky, is like, yeah, Halloween, the first Halloween's definitely, I think, the better movie. I think it's paced better, better characters. But 2 has a better body count and more on-screen kills. So I guess it's the better slasher. But which one do you like more, Wes? Do you like the second one more than the first? Like, if you had to pick to which one to put in your Blu-ray player, like, where do you go to most of the time? Is that the second one, or is that the first one? I think that's an interesting discussion. You can have a very similar discussion with Scream 1 and Scream 2. Not Scream 3, though. Not Scream 3.
I agree.
About what?
You just said.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Because, like, to me, 9 times out of 10, if you put Halloween and Halloween 2 in front of me, I'm going to pick the first Halloween. That's my favorite movie of all time. But I'm one of those, which I feel like I'm in the minority with this, and as are you. I feel like most people don't really like the second one. I love the second one. Like, it's right, it's right there for me with the first one. I do like the first one more. I'm very open about that, but it's right there. Clash with Spreecies. $2 super chats. I know it's last summer reboot or 3. As in you saying reboot or a sequel. First of all, appreciate the super chat, my guy. Thank you very much. Wow, what an interesting question. Well, the thing is, if you are asking me reboot or sequel, there actually is already a sequel out there. It went straight to DVD, so most people don't even know about it. And I think what James A. Janice recently said, Dead Meat recently said that it's like his least favorite movie of all time. which I think that's exaggerating a little bit. It's called I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. It's bad. Yeah, it's not even close to what Kevin Williamson created. It's a way different type of vibe. And you go down it being a real person vibe to it being a curse, and he's like a zombie, an undead creature. It's fucking weird. But it also, Don Shanks plays the hook man, the fisherman. He plays the fisherman in that movie, so I respect it for that reason, because I love Don Shanks. But there already is a sequel. It's really bad. Most people haven't seen it. Most people ignore it, even if they have seen it. But so because of that, I would prefer a reboot. I think. Nah, man, I don't even. There's something very special about I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I think it comes back to the cast that is so likable. I mean, if you actually realize, you kind of have some all-star cast there. I mean, you have Jennifer Love Hewitt, Ryan Phillippe, Freddie Prinze Jr., and Sarah Michelle Gellar. So, like, being able to hang on to a cast like that and use them in a sequel would be nice. But how do you do that? Like, they're all in their fucking 40s now. Some might be close to pushing on their 50s. So, how do you make a sequel with them involved? I have no idea. But if you're not going to have them involved, there's no point in doing a sequel. So do a reboot. But it also doesn't seem like a movie that needs to be rebooted. I think they're still moving forward with a TV series or some shit like that, which would be cool, I guess. But it's just going to get... I don't know. It seems it's going to be kind of bad. Okay. Friday the 13th game update comes out on Tuesday, the 16th. Pig and a poke. Tuesday, pig and a poke. While I'm, like, well aware of this second, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is really, really bad. It's stupid, it's poorly written, etc., etc. Dude, I fucking love that movie. I love it so much. It's like one of my biggest guilty pleasure movies out there. There's something so 90s nostalgic to me about it. It brings me back, so I love that movie a lot. That is like, if there's one movie you could get drunk to and have a good time with, it is that movie. Recommend it. Play a drinking game. That's what you do. You play a drinking game during the... If you're of age. Hey. if you're of age. Yeah, play a drinking game during the first movie, and then you're drunk by the second movie, and then you're good to go. Have a good time. They're in their early 40s? Okay, well, I mean, still. It doesn't really change my point. They're in their 40s. How do you do that? Yeah. Clash was pre-season, though, $2 super chat says, will there be a new Scream TV series? Hope there is. After the abomination that is Scream Season 3, I doubt it. They already struggled to get that one out in the first place, and then when they premiered it was a 3-day event where they did 2 episodes across Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and it was, like, overall just hated by everybody. So I can't imagine they made a lot of money back from that, so probably not. I doubt we ever see a continuation of Scream TV series, and I doubt we ever see a continuation of the story of the first 2 seasons, which that sucks even more. If you want to hear more about that topic in our in-depth discussion and review, you go check out the most recent episode of Make Every Death Count, where I sat down with Chris Kirby from the Silver Screen Scream Show and Bailey Hines from We Came From Beneath the Sea. We sat down and reviewed the entire show and discussed it and loved it, hated it in some parts. It's a lot of fun. You should go check out that episode. It's about an hour long. Make Every Death Count. Available across all platforms where you listen to podcasts. Aren't they making a Scream 5? Yes, they are. What's up with the new camera angle? Hey, alright, okay. Simply put, we're moving to a more news-based channel. 3 videos a day type of content. And this is just the kind of stuff I have. We're running this is a Blackmagic Design cinema camera with a fisheye lens running through my Elgato. And mainly it just looks nicer. I mean, come on. I feel like this is pretty high quality. My audio's not, but I look okay. The podcast is available across all platforms. Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all of them. Just look up Make Every Death Count podcast or head over to link.tr/Make Every Death Count. That'll bring you everything you need to know. Blackmagic camera, but Yeti mic. My goal was to use a lavalier mic this stream, but the echo was happening. I thought it was lavalier mics, but it wasn't. I don't know even what's. I mean, I have some Shure T155s, which I really like, but they're not good for streaming. They're good for podcasting, but not streaming. Then I have some Shure handheld microphones. Again, not good for streaming, but they're really good for podcasting. Yeti is just, it's got a wide range. Cardioid microphone. It does its job. What do you recommend? Do you have like an Audio Technica, right? Audio Technica, what, a USB mic, or are you running like a XLR, whatever the fuck those are called? Whatever, an audio interface. Oh, you have a Rode Procaster. Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, those are really nice. Let me actually... Which one? Do you have like... You have the black Rode Procaster, right? Oh, yeah, those are nice. Okay. I'll look into it. The Yeti doesn't suck. What you have to do to get the best quality from your Yeti, like, I'm gonna show you an example. Right now, I probably don't sound like I'm not, because I'm probably still echoing, right? I don't fucking know. But like, if you lower your gain down all the way, and then you put your mic like this close to your mouth, you get some pretty high quality stuff. And it's even better if you got like a pop filter on. So if you want to use some voiceover work, like this is like how I look when I'm doing like update videos, like patch note videos. I'm right here. So gain is all the way down through like Audacity or Adobe Audition, and then you just like, my nose is literally touching it. That's how you do it. So you know, get the most. Obviously, for any microphone, the closer you get, the better you sound. So just if you're gonna use a Yeti, you just got to make sure you use it right. But I don't want to do that right now. I don't want my nose touching the microphone right now. I think I actually have a 1204. So not bad. I'm not sure what this one is. I use Behringer. I use them for all my audio mixers. I have like 3 of them now. I'm still gonna be streaming games, in the evenings. But yeah, news throughout the day. The only thing, like, if I post 3 videos on news topics throughout the day, I run out of notifications on YouTube. YouTube allows you, within a 24-hour span, 3 YouTube notifications. So if I post 3 videos that day, when I stream, there won't be a notification. That's what sucks about it. So I definitely recommend following on Twitch, because no matter what, you'll get notified over there. But yeah, YouTube, there's a chance you won't get notified if we already have 3 videos that day. He's so needy, ain't he? Just so needy.
I gave you food, and I gave you food.
Have you seen 11/22/63? Yes. I have seen it. That's something to do. I've like studied the hell out of that whole situation, so definitely dig that movie. Kind of weird though. I used a Rode Procaster and a Sennheiser MKA boom hanging over diorama. Okay, well that's anything Sennheiser is expensive as fuck. Rode is the workhouse. MKA picks me up while I'm moving. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty smart. That's pretty smart. I use for like filmmaking, for any audio we use for filmmaking, I use a Sennheiser. If you're running 2 microphones just to make dioramas, that's when you're going the overkill route. Sennheiser. God, what is it? The MK6? I don't use the MK600, do I? No. I don't know. Yeah, you do move around a lot. Yeah, that's fair. That's fancy. That's some advanced stuff. For somebody that is not making a living off of streaming, Wes, you sure do go over the top for it. The AT2020 is actually a decent microphone. It's one of those mics where unless you have it really close to your mouth, like I said with this Yeti, it's not nearly as good. What's going to happen to the new Halloween movie? I mean, we don't know. I think Blum is doing everything in their power to make sure that they get an October release. And I think we'll know this month whether or not that happens. Yeah, exactly. With the audio AT2020, it's unless it's right on your mouth. That's pretty much all cardioid microphones. Unless they are right on you, they suck. But if you're using them for voiceover work, as long as you're taking advantage of a pop filter or foam thingy things, you're okay. You're fine. I've had this Yeti, 4 years, 5 years? Rachel got it for me for Christmas. 6 years ago?
I'd say 7. Our second Christmas together.
So 7 years ago? Yeah, I've been rocking this Yeti for a while. Reliable. Oh, here old reliable Jake. Just got a delivery. Oh. Fucking Disney. How dare they? I mean, yeah, like most people, like, if you're hopping into a stream and you have someone running a Yeti like this from this distance, most people are going to be like, oh, it sounds fine. But, like, audio nerds, and there's a lot out there. Anybody that's done, like, filmmaking or cinematic work, dude, audio, that's, like, one of my biggest tips for anyone's getting into filmmaking. This is something I have to remind myself of all the time, dude. It's like, audio is 1,000 times more important than your visuals. Don't forget that. Any new filmmakers getting in there, keep that in the back of your head, because audio is way more important. So if you're like, hey, dude, I just spent all my money on a brand new camera, but I can't afford a good microphone, you meet somewhere in the middle. Get a half-ass camera, and get a really good microphone. Yeah, dude, like the Echo, it's Streamlabs. I'm sorry. Like, I will move back to OBS after this. It's Streamlabs' fault. It's like I just have to I had to give her a little nestle. I had to open like my properties and give her a little nestle. Tell her everything's okay, and then it'll start working again. Whip out the guitar. No. The only time I ever whip out the guitar for streams is during member streams. Man, we used to, when we were streaming Dead by Daylight, it would take so long to find a game during member streams that I would just play songs. We would just like sing songs together. That was fun, good times. I'll keep doing that. We'll keep that going. Assuming Wes is still in here, I told Dan this, but I did book an Airbnb for Scarefest Thursday through Monday. Monday. So I'll be there, boys. I can see. I can't. I'm not currently like audio monitoring. I'm not listening to it. But I can see my audio through Streamlabs. Yes, I can actually see. I'm watching the levels. But like the levels don't change. It's just Streamlabs just goes age sometimes. And right now, because I'm using the Yeti, if I was using my lavalier mic, which I wanted to, I can see the levels through my mixer, which were fine. But my Yeti's just it's a USB Yeti. This isn't the Pro Yeti. It's not an XLR Yeti, which sucks. But I don't even think the Pro Yeti was out at that time. I think the Pro. I just heard some like static sounds. What the fuck was that? Oh no. No, I can't. No. I checked that. There's nothing. I also don't even have my desktop. My desktop audio is muted. So it's just. Hey now. Hey. All right. It's just doing it. It's fucking. And then the only way to fix it is by restarting the software. And if I restart the software, then the stream restarts, and which is fine on Twitch, but on YouTube, I don't have any notifications left. So nobody will get notified that we started streaming again. So I figured, hey, we'll get through it for this one time, and then I'll just switch over to OBS next time. Thanks, Streamlabs. Damn it. I have Streamlabs Prime, too. That's even more upsetting. Dude, Maniac Cop, I only remember the first one. I can't remember the last time I saw 2 and 3. Love the first one, though. I have not seen the Scream Queen doc yet. Dude, I'm so behind on my horror documentaries. I'm actually, like, I hate myself. Because I still haven't finished the Savini one. Horror Noir, I haven't finished yet. I'm right at the end, though, on that one. I'm trying to get... God. But, like, there's... I still want to watch the fucking Epstein one on Netflix. Things like that. But I haven't watched that, but I watched fucking Tiger King. Like, what's wrong with me? I hate myself. It is Rachel. Rachel won't watch documentaries. Like, it's actually pretty offensive.
I like documentaries about things I care about.
You don't care about Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
You don't care about this government being corrupt?
No.
But you watched Tiger King with me, kinda.
I did not like
Oh,
it.
so you like Tiger King?
No, I did not like Tiger King. I thought it was stupid.
It's hard living with someone that doesn't like documentaries. Like, I tried to watch that, I've been trying to watch that Dream one, what's that one? I forgot what it's called. The sleep one, the sleep paralysis one that Zach wanted me to watch. She kept trying to get there to watch that one. She's like, no, I don't really feel like it. Best Sid Haig film? Wow. I mean, oh wow. Sid Haig has been in a lot of movies, man. He had an insane career. I would say the one that stands out to me is House of 1,000 Maniacs. Or House of 1,000 Corpses, sorry. House of 1,000 Maniacs. That's Nightmare on Elm Street. House of 1,000 Corpses. That's the one that stands out for me, so. Who does the voice in the Anchor ad of Make Every Day Count? Do you actually want to know? It's me. I do it. It's me talking to myself. it's me, dude. Oh, man. My wife doesn't like films at all, regardless of genre. She'll watch Indiana Jones, Harry Potter, and Avengers movies. That's about it. She will not watch a horror film at all. Really?
We would be great friends.
Yeah, I'll have to bring. I think Rachel's coming with to Lexington. We'll have to introduce her. they'll be tight. Yeah, that's pretty much how Rachel is. She doesn't. She won't watch Indiana Jones though. I've been trying to get her to watch those too.
I would watch
Really?
them.
Yeah.
They're just old.
She's not.
Just kidding.
What a Did you hear what she said? She said, "Oh, I would watch them, but they're just old.
No.
They're just
I didn't
old.
mean it. I was kidding.
They're just old."
I would watch them.
that was the worst response.
I would watch them.
Didn't all of them come out in the 80s? When did the first one come out? When did Raiders of the Lost Ark? Before it was Indiana Jones. When did Raiders of the Lost Ark come out? 81. We watch 80 movies all the time.
I'll try to watch them.
Hey, Simone, I just saw your video. Sorry, a little late to this. It looks nice out there. You enjoying it? You having a good time? It's yesterday. We sat down and watched American History X, which, by the way, in general, watching always makes me uncomfortable. That movie fucking hits me in places. It's wild. But it started off because American History X opens up black and white, and she's like, "Oh my god, this movie's black and white."
I'm not black and white. I don't like black and white.
Oh man, do you enjoy fighting games? Yeah, dude. Yeah. I haven't gotten too far in Mortal Kombat 11, mainly just because I just never get a chance to play games off stream. But I do love all the Mortal Kombat games. I played the shit out of Mortal Kombat X. Or not Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 9. Played that one a ton. Street Fighter. Used to play when I was younger. Haven't gotten to play in a long time. And I actually like the UFC games a lot, too. I just love fighting. Like, look at Cage Fighting Championship, bro. I just love fighting. Not physically me fighting. I actually hate physically fighting. I don't like hurting people if I don't have to. But I love watching it, and I'm very like quote unquote educated on it. It's like watching. I watched with Rachel's family recently, and I'm like spitting like, oh man, he's about to lock in this, and that, and this, and oh dude, he's got to put his feet. He's got to spread his feet a little bit more. It's just like a bunch of like nerdy fight talk. They're like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, oh yeah, oh man, if you would have just punched him here. That's one thing that's really annoying. If you know shit about fighting and you're like, you know what you're talking about, and then the person next to you's like, why doesn't he just fucking kick him? Why doesn't he just punch him?
That's me.
Oh, why, dude? You gotta block those hits. Like, oh my god, it's not that easy, bro. There's a formula to it, a very simple formula. Everybody's a suspect. Boat scene makes me cry every time. Man, YouTube's so far behind compared to Twitch that I feel like I was sitting here waiting for you guys to catch up. You know how it is. Oh, shit. Didn't expect that. I have not played the story expansion of Mortal Kombat 11 yet. I'm so far behind. I do have like the limited edition version, like the $100 version of Mortal Kombat 11. I didn't buy that expansion yet, though. I watched a streamer that plays the UFC game on stream, but she just sims the fight. She names the fighters after her chat, and it's just an AI fight. She commentates. It's pretty damn entertaining. Really, just commentating. Me and Nick have been doing that stuff for like. For WWE, but not because it's actually WWE's fun to... I mean, WWE's fun to commentate in general, but yeah, we have like a bunch of custom horror characters downloaded, so we've been doing that kind of stuff. Commentating's fun, man. I keep getting ads on my Facebook that's like, do you want to be a sports broadcaster? Like, oh, kinda. Do you want to commentate for WWE? Well, okay, kinda. That'd be fun. I like to think that I talk a lot. I'm fairly comfortable talking in this manner. So sports broadcasting, I think, would be a lot of fun. I think football, because I love football. So commentating football would be a lot of fun, but I feel like I almost talk too much. think I talk over my partner. I want to be a play-by-play. I want to be a play-by-play guy. I want to be the next Joe Buck. I want to be the Joe Buck of horror video games. Commentate some Oh, fuck. Paul's in here. Paul, what's going on, man? God, I feel like I'm seeing you forever. I'm keeping up with the videos, by the way. I like the new direction you're going in. Terradrome would actually be kind of fun to commentate over. That game, by the way, I don't know if anyone's ever played Terradrome, but if you have, that game is frustrating as all hell. Especially if you've ever tried playing that game with a controller. If you ever play Terradrome with a controller, just stop. Don't do it, because you're going to get your shit kicked in. I did the video recently for it. Not recently, it was like 4 months ago, but... yeah, man, like, I was playing as Ash, and all these zombies were whipping my ass. It was rough. Ricardo, what's going on, man? How you doing, brother? Nothing. Terradrome all rough and unrefined for a free fan-made game. It's a lot of hard work and love, and it shows. I agree. No, I 100% agree. I think Terradrome... Dude, if a AAA game, like if Capcom picked up Terradrome, which, by the way, I hear it all the time. Everyone's like, oh, man, we should do this. Like, do you have any idea how many rights holders have to come together for a game like that to happen? And how many people, how many different companies have to get a cut of that fucking revenue to make that game happen? It's not going to happen. Just, no. You basically have to rely on something like Mortal Kombat to keep bringing in horror DLC, because that's the only way that'll happen. Terradrome is just like impossible, but if a AAA dev team made that, oh my god, it'd be so cool. It's like the coolest concept ever. Horror fans would buy the shit out of it. It'd be amazing. A Goro cosplay with duct tape is sitting on one of their shoulders. Dude, which one's holding up which? If I'm holding up Nick, I got maybe 15 minutes. We got 15 minutes maybe of Nick on my shoulders, chicken walking. If I'm on Nick's shoulders, we have about -3 seconds. It's just not going to happen. So, as fun as that would be, I don't think you're going to ever see that one happen. I don't know, Nick's lost a little bit of weight. I lost a little bit of weight. But still, I mean, when's the last time Nick did squats? You know, we don't do squats anymore. We don't play football anymore. We don't do squats anymore. Roblox, what's going on? Alright, I'm going to be wrapping this thing up shortly. Got like 7 minutes left in me here. We'll wrap it up right around 9:30 Eastern. We'll go enjoy our Friday nights. Dude, I keep getting like notifications on... Oh, that's Facebook. Who's messaging me? I will get back to you very soon. You can bench at least 100 pounds more than Nick. Truthfully, I'd hope I can do more than that. I would hope I could outbench Nick close to 200 pounds, because I've been working my ass off on bench. And Nick's got a bum shoulder, so I'd like to think that I could get close to 200 pounds more than Nick, but there's no telling. You know, Nick in high school, back before his fucking shoulder was bad, I think he was like 4th on our team for bench press. Don't sleep on Nick, all right? Nick has some power in there somewhere. He's still, every once in a while, dude, you see Nick like, you know, he like lifts his water bottle or something, and those biceps come out. The forearms, too. I think the guy's just jerking a little too much, but the forearms aren't bad on Nick either, man. That's the tequila hidden. Ignore everything I just said. We're just having a fun time. Watching UFC fights tomorrow? Yeah. I actually missed the last fight night, and I'm really upset about it, so But yes, absolutely. Weston, I don't know if it's popped up yet. Oh, there it is. You can't see it though, because it's the alert box underneath my Elgato. Wait, boom, problem solved. Weston, $2 super chats. A new Puppet Master movie, also Chucky movie. Like, what are my thoughts on them? Are they happening? The new, most recent Puppet Master, I actually remember because we were there. I think. Oh, maybe we weren't. Puppet Master premiered at Texas Frightmare Weekend, I think in 2017, the latest one, and it was okay. It was okay. I have like all the Puppet Masters on VHS. I grew up on Puppet Master, so cool. And then the latest Chucky movie, like the remake, I enjoyed. I thought it was okay. Definitely better than what I thought it was going to be, so I appreciate that. New Chucky TV show on the way, which I'm also really excited for. Don Mancini continuing his work with the Chucky franchise. It looks like a Chucky remake sequel is going to happen, but we'll see. Was predicting Nick at 275 and you at 375. That's probably close. Before this pandemic shit happened, I was right around 4. I don't know, honey. What would you say? 4. You were spotting me. You were my spotter. My last time we went, I did 365 for 4.
Sure.
We were doing 864. Yeah, so 4. So I was right around probably that like 415 mark, ish. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. I don't fucking know. And Nick, I would put right around that 225 mark. Like I said, he's got a bum shoulder. The guy can't even like really press all that much anymore, and I doubt he even works towards it in terms of power. Not that none of you give a shit, but just putting it out there. Now I probably bench like 100 pounds because we haven't lifted in like 3 months. Thanks. Push-ups don't get a bigger bench.
I could probably do it.
Really, yeah. Rachel was finally at the point where she was putting up a plate, which was awesome. She was benching 135. She was looking like a beast in there. The guys next to us were getting jealous. It was awesome. And now the pandemic just fucked us. Cody and O'Malley, yeah. UFC has been exciting as shit lately. And now you got UFC Island. I don't even know what it's called, but UFC. This legit happened, by the way. I don't know if you heard about this, Rachel. UFC fucking Dana White bought an island.
So much attitude.
He bought an island just to put an octagon on it and have people fight to avoid the pandemic.
There you go.
Imagine being like, oh man, this pandemic sucks. I'm gonna go buy a fucking island. I'm gonna go buy an island so I can do my own thing. Goals. The Chucky game, as in Charlie the Legend. No, it's still full on in production. Charlie the Legend looks great, by the way. He has updates, bi-monthly, ish, and yeah, it's pretty exciting. I think it's Charlie the Legend is probably as close as we'll ever get to a Chucky game, and if there's anyone that was gonna do it, from like it's not a fan game. I don't like that phrasing because it's not like he's a fan, but he's also making an original game. It's not Chucky. It's a game. It's a real game. It's not a fan game. But he's putting a lot of heart and passion into it, and obviously he's very talented as a one-man team putting together what he's done. It's very impressive. I'm excited for it, and I'm glad I backed it. I'm glad that Slash and Cast's logo is going to be in the game because we at the last second I was able to scoop that tier. So I think we're going to do. I don't think I've talked about this publicly yet. I think there's going to be a zip-up hoodie in the game with the Slash Cast logo on it. The Friday the 13th box set, the Blu-ray box set with new commentaries and shit, that's supposed to be happening in October. At least that's what Melanie Kinnaman said. Could be delayed because of the ongoing pandemic, but Melanie Kinnaman shared with us, exclusively on Make Everything Count, go check it out, that the expected release date is in October. Okay, I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly, so if there's any last-second questions you want in, spam them. Nothing's off limits. Lay it on me, especially if you have any questions about the new direction the channel is going. Maybe you want to sneak in a question about the upcoming channel, the new channel launching in July. Maybe you want to sneak in a question. Maybe right now, I'll give you a little hint. But let me tell you, I have no hints prepared, so you need to ask a very specific question to get something out of me. Otherwise, I won't be able to give you something. Hey, Wes, have a good evening, man. I appreciate you stopping by. I always do. Always a pleasure, man. Hopefully, Scarefest doesn't get canceled, and I'll see you there, man. I can't wait for Scarefest, by the way. Scarefest has a decent lineup coming, too. So, fingers crossed. Days of Dead Indianapolis is happening in July still. They're still going, and Brad Dorff's going, so if that happens, I'm hoping Scarefest happens, but I'm like, if Scarefest was in September, they'd be fine. October, you're pushing your luck. We could be on our second phase here of this pandemic. Do you wipe sitting or standing up? Rachel?
What?
That's a really important question. You know what's funny? I saw a meme about this. It's like, there are two types of people. Ones that wipe sitting up, that wipe sitting or standing up, and they don't know the other exist. Isn't that interesting? Like, do you ever think about what you wipe sitting? I'm assuming. You seem like a sitter. You look like a sitter. But, like, do you ever realize people wipe standing up?
Are you like squatting or are they full blown standing up in the air?
No, they're like,
Squatting?
I'm a stander. I'm a stander myself.
It depends if I'm in a public.
Here's the thing. You gotta realize, I mean, I've always been a stander. I don't know why we're talking about this. This is weird.
Stand?
I don't stand. I'm like, you're fucking talking about it like I'm standing up and squeezing my ass cheeks together. I'm not. You have to realize how big I am.
Yeah.
And like, dude, the concept of me reaching to my ass while I'm sitting down is one that I can't fathom. Like, what? What is this? What is this? I can't.
I'm so glad we're talking.
I can't. The key is don't wipe your ass and just jump in the shower. Problem solved. Like, dude, like,
Save on toilet paper.
just imagine the flexibility that it would take for me to do that while I'm standing or while I'm sitting. I ain't got it. I ain't got it, Chief. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I ain't got that flexibility. You're a hoverer. That's the way. That's the way to look at it.
Cover.
Yeah, you're just a little. You're squatting, but it's not like a full squat. Is there a name to the new channel? There is a name to the new channel, but that name gives away everything. I can't tell you the name. Are theaters in your area open yet? Drive-in in McHenry, in the Chicago area, McHenry.
Here, just open.
Navy Pier opened yesterday. We went today, baby. In the new vlog, baby. Become a member to see the vlog.
Free parking.
And free parking, baby.
Yeah.
You ever thought about changing the Slashcast logo? We're getting closer than you may realize to that happening.
No.
Next unboxing video. I'm currently... I actually have something that it's been sitting right there next to Rachel's foot for about a week now that I really want to unbox on video, but I've let it sit there because I currently have a BAM box on the way, the horror version of a BAM box on the way. So I'm going to unbox the BAM box, and then I'm going to unbox what looks to me like a poster that was sent by a fan. So, soon. Very soon. New channel name is called Halloween the Game Updates. Perfect. Well, what are some hints Rachel, you know what the new channel is. What are some hints I can give without giving it away? Yeah, that one.
I mean, technically, you've talked about it today.
No. Nah, that's not true. That's not true. It still revolves around gaming. Let me tell you that. Well, actually, because this channel isn't just gaming. We're more than that. This new channel revolves directly around gaming and gameplays. It's not a Slash and Cast gameplay channel. Let's be clear. Like I said, the Slash and Cast branding is not going to be on it. It's gone. Most people that I'm assuming will subscribe to this new channel will have no idea that I exist. That Slash and Cast exist. I hope that helps. Is there a release date for the new channel? Yeah. Yeah. On July 11th, Slash and Cast has our 4-year anniversary stream. Or 3-year anniversary. It's 4. I fuck it up all the time. Has our 4-year anniversary stream. So, show up to that. Let me just tell you that. Show up to that. Plays of the week? No, it's not that. Is it a non-horror related channel? Wow, that's a great question. It's horror fans will like it, but you don't have to be a horror fan to stick around. Brewer, you're welcome to play with me next time I play on Predator. That'd be fun. Favorite Friday movie? Part 6. Or Part 4. Part 4 and Part 6 are like a straight up tie with me. I like both of them a lot for different reasons. When are you going to have Mr. Hodder on live? I love the logo. Leave it alone. Okay, well, all right. All right, I'll alone. Okay, I'll leave the logo alone. Kane, listen, I love Kane. I just talked to him recently. He's been doing well, by the way, during the pandemic. Just in case anyone was wondering. Getting Kane, dude, Kane is so fucking hard to schedule around. Like, he's such a businessman. And he has so much work going on all the time. It's hard to get him to be like, hey, drop what you're doing and come be on a live stream with me for free. Because I can't really pay. I can pay him a little bit. But the thing is, like, I'm like, hey, Kane, dude, I'll pay you. Come doing this live stream. He's like, I won't take your money. I'm like, okay, cool, then just be on the live stream. Oh, I'm too busy, I gotta make money. It's like, well, Kane, I'm offering you fucking money. Like, come onto the stream so I can pay you. He's like, I can't take your money. So it's like, that is a, what's that called? What's it called when you go in the past, theoretically, and you change, like, you kill your grandma, so you're not born, but then if you're, come on, you are a nerd, honey. You gotta work with me. Oh, come on. I don't want to look at the chat because those fuckers know. Those fuckers know. No, like, what is that? That creates an effect. That creates an effect. Like, if you go back and kill your grandma, technically you can't kill your grandma at all because you were never born because you killed your grandma. So that'd be a what? What's that called? Ah, God! A paradox! It's a paradox! It's a paradox.
You are correct.
I was right, by the way. They beat us in the chat to it. Yeah, it's a paradox. So, that's how I feel like when I'm talking to Kane. We're stuck in a paradox. He's like, he doesn't want me to pay him money to come on to do a podcast or to be live on the channel, but he also wants to do something else that is making him money. So I'm like, my guy, let me just pay you. We're stuck in a paradox. There you go. Thanks, guys. I made a way bigger of a deal than I should have about that. But it was really important to me. That kind of stuff bothers me. There was a movie with all the slashers fighting. Would you be okay with them making aesthetic Ghostface so he could exist in that franchise? I want to answer your question, but I actually have no idea what you're truly asking. If there was a movie, all the slashers fighting, would you be okay with them making aesthetic Ghostface? What does that mean? Aesthetic Ghostface? As in, like, not a person? Like, rephrase that, Cooper. We can come back to it. well, if we were going endgame rules and you're just creating a new timeline. Listen, truly, if you want to look at time travel that we don't have, that doesn't exist.
You believe in it.
We can talk about that's a podcast for a different day. Theoretically, that's why we don't know time travel exists. Because if you went back in time and changed something, the timeline remains the same. It creates a new timeline with that different effect. Which Back to the Future says, like, oh, dude, you went back and changed something. Here's a new time. Like, literally, Doc Brown shows it, that there's a new timeline. Here's 2015 now. Here's our 2015. We got to get back to this timeline. But, like, if there was only if timelines are singular, like Back to the Future tries to claim, then this timeline of reverse of the different 2015 with fucking Biff being Donald Trump, that wouldn't exist. It would exist, but you would go back to your timeline. See, this is where things get tricky, boys. This is where things get tricky. Need to be a rocket engineer, chemist.
That's physics.
Rocket physics. Rocket physics. That's what we're going with.
Interesting.
Would you like a slash or cinematic universe? It's been talked about for a while now because of what Blumhouse is doing and kind of bringing slashers back to life and then taking Halloween, and bringing it back and creating a new trilogy with it. A lot of horror fans are kind of talking about the idea, like, why don't we just fucking toss everything to Blum? Hey, Blum, here's Friday the 13th. Boom. Hey, Blum, here's Scream. And then here's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, take all of them. Make a universe out of them. It doesn't have to be very in-your-face about it. Just, like, small hints that link all of these together. That'd be pretty neat. I think it'd be kind of cool. You can't just have, a Halloween endgame. You can't just do that. You can't just have some crazy thing like that. But something that links all them together. And I always thought it'd be cool if all those IPs, those classic IPs, were owned under one company like Blum. Would be pretty neat. But you're kind of creating a monopoly. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power to go to one company for the horror genre. Seems kind of risky. Should make a political channel, I'd rather die. Like, that's one thing, anytime we do a drunk stream, like a truly drunk stream where people are like, hey, here's like 15 shots, dude. Have fun. Which, you have another one that's coming up soon, by the way. But, like, anytime we do those, I'm really nervous because when I'm drinking, that's when I'm the most vulnerable to political conversation. Like most people. It's like, oh, dude, I hate Donald Trump. Like, that's when you're drunk, that's when that kind of shit comes out. And I don't like talking about politics. Not publicly, because as much as I like hearing everyone's opinion, I'm not the kind of person that's like, nope, you're wrong. Fuck you. You're stupid. I like listening to everything, but that type of conversation doesn't happen in video game streams. So, political conversation is something that I try to avoid publicly. How do you feel about Halloween 2 not being canon in the new timeline? It hurts to a degree because I love Halloween 2 so much. But the sibling storyline is a storyline that is pretty weak. It was thrown in there. John Carpenter doesn't like it, and for good reason. Honestly, I don't blame them. I think it was the best step to take if you want to really pick Halloween up from the ground and run with it again. That was probably the best way to do it. Especially if you want to bring Jamie Lee Curtis back, and have the Laurie Strode character exist again. The only way to do that really is to just toss out Halloween 2. So I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. But I do love Halloween 2, and I also love H2O. So I think Halloween 1, 2, and H2O, I think that's a great trilogy. And for us fans that are upset that maybe they got rid of those movies, just realize those movies aren't going anywhere. Halloween 2 and H2O and 4, 5, and 6, they all exist. They're not going anywhere. So enjoy them. You can go put them in your Blu-ray player anytime you want to. Look them up on Amazon anytime you want to. It's just a little weird. That's all. But more Michael Myers, the better, in my opinion. I love seeing Michael on screen, so being able to go see Halloween 20 because we did a meet and greet for Halloween 2018, so to go see it with fans that were just as excited as we were, that was cool. And that I'm excited to do that again when Halloween Kills comes out. We'll definitely do a meet and greet again, assuming it comes out in theaters. Do you think it's possible for a new company to take on the game Friday the 13th? No, not this one. You can make a new Friday the 13th if you wanted to, but good luck. Do you think Kills will be better than 2018? Yeah. There'll be more. That's for sure. Matthew, what's going on, my guy? Tiffany Cox will always have a space in my heart. You're a fan of the H2O mask. Which one? There's 4 of them. Well, there's 3 of them plus a CGI. Sorry if you asked the wrong question. What was it? Which one did you ask? What systems do you play on? Got it. All of them. All. I mean, straight up. Right here, that little piece, that little corner of white in the down there. That's my Xbox. I have Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, PC. Rachel's playing the Switch right now. She hogs it all the time, but I do have it. Yeah, man. And then I'm definitely gonna scoop the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X as fast as I can. Mini fridge and Wi-Fi router as fast as I can. I'm probably gonna get Wi-Fi router first. The exclusives that come with the PS5 are more intriguing to me, so I'm probably gonna scoop that one like day one. But Xbox Series X will be shortly after. Invite a bunch of strangers to my house? Yeah, sure, guys. Let's all just group up, barbecue. Well, yeah, Zach, we could do that. We could do that when we're up in the old Pittsburgh, for sure. It's not hard for me to pack mics. Well, I don't have 4 though. Then I have to bring a mixer too. Maybe we should set up. I'll message you. I'll message you later. We can talk about that more. Fuck it, you guys hear that? Every goddamn night, and it's not Navy Pier. Those are random ass fireworks going off in Chicago. And when you live in a neighborhood like I do, when every sound like that seems like a gunshot, it's really annoying because you'll hear fireworks that are like just one at a time, like spread out by like 5 seconds. You're like,
maybe they are Navy Pier since Navy Pier opened yesterday.
We've been hearing them for like 3 weeks. But like, yeah, you're like, you hear the sound and you're like, is that a gunshot? Should I be concerned? And then another one happens, like, maybe not. And then you'll hear like a spatter, one of those like fireworks, you know, the sparkler ones, yeah. And you're like, oh, okay, it's fireworks. Okay, cool, all right. But like, you're just sitting there for like a while. You're like, fuck, man, is that a gunshot? It's like, should I be calling the cops? Like, damn. All the time, seriously, all the time. Oh, the one when Laurie and Myers look at each other in the door window. See, I think that's the worst. There's, out of the 3 that are in there, I think that might be the worst, aside from the CGI one. I hate them. It's okay. I think the one that's best, I'm gonna have to watch the movie again. I think the one in the opening scene's decent, in Langdon. I think that's decent. How much time you got left? I don't really have, I really suck at wrapping these things up. Why? What do you want to do? We watching a movie? Do I gotta pick the movie?
You picked the movie last night. I didn't like that movie.
I picked 2 movies last night, and they were both good.
I did not like.
The spatter may be an Uzi. It's not a fucking Uzi, dude. It's all handguns out here. All right, it's nothing more than that. No. Is last year dead? I haven't heard anything about it in a very long time. I actually planned on covering last year today, but then I woke up to a Friday the 13th and a Predator update, so those took priority. But I am going to talk about last year's new map on the way. It is there's still not that many people playing, but it's still worth talking about. So I'll be talking about that probably tomorrow. Resurrection Mask, yeah, it's pretty good. What did you think about the news that there's a GTA, not a GTA 6, but a remastered GTA 5? They're milking that cow like no other, man. I'm not interested, truthfully. I'm just not interested. No thanks. Lazy. Lazy. What's the best movie in horror for 2020? What the fuck has come out this year? I'm seriously, I'm blanking. 2020, the reality of 2020 is the best horror movie. My life. Oh, The Invisible Man. Yeah, I love The Invisible Man, so I'm gonna say that. But honestly, everything's a blur at this point. Sniper Gods is going on. I will be streaming Exorcist Legion. It will be for members, exclusively for members, and the only reason I haven't is because getting audio to work out there has still been an absolute bitch. Because anytime I stream VR, it'll be out there. And I actually thought about doing it today. You can ask Rachel. I brought it up. But I had to move this mixer out there, or move my. It's just, ugh. Nothing's ever easy anymore. Nothing's easy. Waiting for them to release Bully 2. Oh. Man, I remember Bully. The movie 2020 is the best. Yeah. I can't wait for them to make a movie in like 10 years about the year 2020. It's going to be like 2012, but with everybody wearing masks. Ooh, this is kind of fucking gooey, ain't it? Oh, it smells delish. Can you put that up by like the air conditioning unit? Right off the fan?
Hold on, I'm catching a fish.
Catching a fish, okay. Excuse the fuck out of me. I finally saw Ready or Not. Did you enjoy the ending? I did. I love Ready or Not. I thought that was like the second or third best horror movie of 2019. Release date for Halloween Kills, October 16th? October 16th. Recommend the Jeepers Creepers. Never watched a single horror movie except It 2018, but I like Friday the Game. Interested in getting into the genre. What's your recommended entry point? Ben, let's talk about it. How old are you, Ben? That is my important question, because my answer changes based on your age. Not because of ratings, by the way. I'm not being like, okay, you can't watch nudity. Okay, obviously, no. It's just, for younger people, it's easier to get into certain types of horror films. So, give me the age. Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Revolver of Redemption. Fuck you. Wow, okay, shit. Is both an option? What about what the fuck was the undead one called? What was Red Dead, the zombie one? I haven't got into a Red Dead game since that. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't at all. If the lawsuit ends on F13, is it possible even if there's a 1% chance they can add new content? They could. Yeah. Yeah, they can do it. Is it financially smart? Is it worth it? No. So, if you want to hang on to that 1% chance, it makes you, helps you sleep at night. Yeah. Technically. But what I seriously think you guys should start doing, and this is something I accepted very recently. I think I actually posted on Twitter about it. Is like I finally accepted this fate.
let's stop focusing on coming back to F-13 the game. Let's stop being like, Gun, fuck you, come back to F-13 the game. Instead, let's be like, Gun, you did something good here. You did something good here with Friday the 13th in the game, but I think you can do something great. What's next? That's my mentality now. It's like, hey, you did something good. Let's see you do something great. What's next? Undead Nightmare, thank you guys. Appreciate that. You're 16. I like the old, gritty style of film. Interesting. Okay. I respect that. Okay, well, if that's the case, if you truly like that old, gritty style of film, I definitely recommend Halloween to kick things off. Halloween is my favorite movie of all time. I'm a young soul. I'm only 23 years old. So, this is my favorite movie ever. Because you're younger, and I'm just going to assume that you like Scooby-Doo because I can see it in your eyes. When I first saw you, when I looked you in the eyes for the first time, Ben, I saw that you were a Scooby-Doo fan. Watch Scream. Man, Scream and Halloween go kind of hand in hand. And I think Scream, especially being younger, is so ahead of its time that it's one of the perfect movies to get younger generation peeps into the horror genre. So Halloween, Scream, obviously if you like Friday the game, you're going to like the Friday movies, especially like 3, 4, 6. Actually 5 is good too, but people sleep on it. But 3, 4, 6. That's about it. 2 is great as well, but I'm saying for younger peeps. Shut up. Just stop. Just stop what you're doing right now.
It's a good one.
If they heard you, they're going to be upset.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm only 23. Yeah. I get that a lot. People always say I look a lot older, which I like because I get respected on YouTube a lot more.
You didn't get carded.
I don't get... I've never... I got carded...
Because you're with me at the theater.
But yeah, I've never been carded, which is always nice.
You ordered the drink, you didn't get carded, and then I walked up to you, and then you got
Dude, one time I went to... it was after one of your formals. No, one of your formals, me and Griffin went to the bar, and we sat down. Dude, Griffin was more chill than me. It's funny because I was not 21 at the time. Me and Griffin sat down, super chill. He was more calm than I was, because I'm like, oh man, dude, I this isn't gonna work. I sat down, we both ordered a Bud Light, and she puts him down on the bar, and she's like, okay, I need to see. She like looks at us both, and she's like, I need to see your ID to Griffin. It was so funny. I'm like, dude. I did. Well, Jaws the game. I mean, did you play? Have you played Maneater? Maneater's a lot of fun. Don't sleep on it. What about Texas Chainsaw? Texas Chainsaw, I think, is hard to get into if you're younger. You agree, right, Dustball? If you're younger, it's hard to get into. You get it. You get it. Yeah, he's up here. I turned 24 in October. You drinking G Fuel? I wish. Hey, G Fuel. You want to hit it out with the sponsor? I'm waiting. No, this is it's a lemon and cherry water flavor mixed together with tequila. Guilty as charged. Hey, buddy, this is like a new laptop that you're stepping on. I really appreciate if you just walked away. Thanks. So F-13 the game, but reskinned as Scream. No, you can't do it. Scream as for the same reason I said the same thing about a Halloween game, which you can check out in a recent episode of Make Every Day Count. I think you'll dig it. Scream is much more character-driven. You can't just use stereotypes in Scream. Characters are smart. They know horror movies. They're likable. That's not the case with Friday the 13th. You can try and just throw in some slutty people and get in there. Your jock, your athlete, your rocker, your car geek. You got a whole bunch of stereotypes you're hitting, and you just kind of let them go and run out there. Character development doesn't matter. Scream, that's not the case. You got to build those characters from the ground up, which is why I think Telltale taking Scream would work a lot better. Matthew, the original? I mean, look, listen, hats off to you, Matthew. If you're 13, your favorite movie is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, assuming you're talking about the original, that's awesome. If that is the case, you have a very bright future of horror history in your head. You're going to be able to run with it. I was like that. Are you going to continue Man Eater? I did continue Man Eater. I actually did it off stream. I fucking love Man Eater. I haven't beat it yet. I'll probably do that for members. I'll probably play it for members. But I will no longer really be doing public gameplay videos. It'll be very few and far between, and it'll usually only be for a purpose. Like, I want to do a gameplay on the Elder Predator when I get it. Same with the Alpha Predator. Same with the Samurai Predator. But other than that, no. Probably not. Alright, 2 more minutes. Rapid fire. I'm officially calling it. 2 minutes. ETA, 5 minutes till bedtime, boys. Let's wrap this up. Fuck you, Zach. Fuck you, Zach. There was always, you know, you always got there was the leather jacket guy. There was the leather jacket guy that always worked in the cars. You know, and that's a stereotype. It's there. Telltale came back recently. Telltale came back, like... some point last year, like August of last year. Until Dawn is a great way to do Scream as well. Resident Evil 3 gameplay once the game goes on sale. Ooh, okay, sure. I'm all for doing that. It'd probably just be for members though. So if you're not a member, consider joining. If you are a member, consider sticking around. Okay, I'll see you out there. Okay, folks, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. If you happen to stick around, let's put out a little challenge here. I kind of want to do a little social media game here. If you could hit me up, because we talked about our favorite horror movies so much, and we talked about recommending to young audiences, do me a favor, okay? All you Twitter users out there, go on to Twitter, tag me in a tweet at @slashingcast, okay? And give me your best suggestion to introduce a young horror fan under the age of 18 to the horror genre. @slashcast, hit me on Twitter. I'll retweet all the good ones I see. Please hit me up. Let's do it. Let's have a good time. If you like this stream as well, let me know in the tweet that you do. We'll do more of these in the future. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate it. I like just talking nerd. I like just talking about dumb shit. So we can do this like once a week. It'll be fun. That's really all I got. All right, folks. Cool. With that, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!